Hello.
Hello.
We're here to have a recap.
Hi.
We're here to have a recap on the previous video that we did and the talk we're going to be doing on the 18th of February. Now, we just had a quick brief chat about before we started recording about what this talk gives to you. It definitely helps in isolation if you're feeling isolated, and we all are in so many ways, aren't we? And a link to the nature in your area and especially in your back garden. That's really how we're talking about. But do we want to just introduce ourselves again and who everybody is here? Do you want to go first, Angela?
Yeah, I'm Angela. I'm a wellbeing officer for NEWCIS, and I've been with them over 4.5 years now.
And Max, do you want to go next?
Hi, I'm Max. I also work for NEWCIS. We are a third sector organisation that supports unpaid carers. So we've been very, very busy over the last 12 months supporting people who are basically been isolating and looking after they're cared for in their own home, basically.
And my colleague, Stuart, do you want to say who you are and also just briefly just an introduction to this talk that's going to happen on the 18th of February?
Yeah. Have you introduced yourself, William? Anyway, we'll come back to you.
I'll do it last.
Okay. I'm Stuart the Wild Man, but my job is making nature part of people's daily life, which is a big step to getting them to protect it. And I do that through writing, giving talks, leading walks, doing radio shows. And this talk is called Nature Gave Me a Future. And basically nature gave us all a future. It's not a sales pitch. It's just about my story of being incredibly ill and how I found nature gave me opportunities to carry on working, and which got me to where I am today. William, who's William? Who's talking to us?
Yeah, I'm William Manklow. Work alongside Stuart. We're doing the talk together. Actually, I'll talk just briefly about my sort of side of how nature gave me a future. You know, the nature actually is my past as well. So I grew up pretty much in nature. My mum used to take me and my sister out for walks in nature. So it's a very fundamental part of who I am, and I'm very, very keen to protect and help it thrive, especially in my local area. But what I do, I'm a photographer. I'm also a podcast presenter. Stuart and I do a podcast together, amongst many other things. I also do a live show every week on my Facebook page, all about creativity and that type of thing. But that's who I am. This talk, though, is going to be very much about our experience in nature, really, Stuart, and different how we both both have a different angle on it, don't we? Really,
it's always interesting. William and I grew up in pretty much the same part of Oxford. We had the same pretty much upbringing.
Yeah.
But we've grown into very different people. We
went to the same school. You know, our upper school was the latest. We weren't at the same time, but we had these very there's common threads that run between both of us. But yeah, it's interesting how those common threads can lead to completely different things. So, like I said, my experience of nature is very much of a layman's point of view. I have some knowledge, but it's being out there and encouraging other people to be out there and enjoying it and want to protect it.
Anyway, ladies, so when is this talk happening and how can people listen in?
It's the 18th of February, and people they can just sign up via NEWCIS. So they contact us, and basically we can book them on. Very, very simply done. And we just link them into, just as we're doing now, link us into a quick Zoom. So that's how it kind of happens. And we're really looking forward to it. The talk back in October kind of has led to this, and I think in October things were a little bit different actually to what they are now. I don't know if everybody feels the same, that we had Christmas to looking at, coming forward, and the thought of a new year and a new start, but actually we're still in that lockdown place, and now it's about, I think, actually extending all of that happened in October, and looking at nature, how it's going to support us going forward into spring, and giving us that hope about spring coming forward, because I think although we've got the vaccine coming up, obviously, which is brilliant, I think we're going to be in this kind of situation for a long time, and people are at walk. You see people out walking, etc. So it's kind of an extension from October, but actually things are a little bit different now, I think, even from October. So it's just looking ahead to, let's look forward to, you know, getting out and about and developing our garden over the springtime and all that kind of thing. And so yeah,
there's still an uncertainty, isn't there? Just if you go back
Yeah,
to October,
definitely.
we there was no certainty about what was going to happen at Christmas and the new year, and there still is that uncertainty. But there is that glimmer of hope now, isn't there?
Yeah,
with the vaccine.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know that.
And I think sorry.
Go on, Angela.
Sorry, I was just going to add to that we promote the session as well in our newsletter, and that's gone out. So Max and I and the other wellbeing officers would obviously promote it as well when we ring in our carers. And I think, you know, moving on to spring, so many carers say that they and their cared for love the garden. They love sitting in the garden. So, you know, there's an interest there, and it's a big therapeutic kind of help, I think.
Mm.
The biggest change since we last gave a talk in October is because I'm unwell and generally I went away to Manchester at Christmas to convalesce, and I'm actually stuck in Manchester because I'm not actually allowed to travel back to Oxford, travel home.
No.
Because when I travelled up for Christmas, I basically brought everything with me because I struggled to coordinate packing and things. And actually, I've got all my work stuff here. I've got all my medication. I have no reason to go home. So ethically, I'm not allowed to travel during lockdown. So the interesting thing is with this talk we're going to be doing in a few weeks in February is William and I are going to be doing it 168 miles apart because he's going to be doing it from he's house sitting for me. And I'm going to be doing it from Manchester. So we've done this talk before, but never 168 miles apart. So
no, we haven't. No, and it's been funny in some respects because we've had conversations on Zoom, and Stuart's like, "I recognise that," and you've been moving my books. So, but in all seriousness, there is a logistical challenge for us. With the first time we did this talk, first time we did a talk for you in October was the first time we ever done one on Zoom ourselves, and it was the first time you've done this something like yourself as well, isn't it? So now there's going to be another level of complexity and logistics, but we're up for the challenge definitely, and it won't impact on our performance whatsoever.
No, but there is certainly an interest in the talk because we did a promotional film before Christmas, and that's received a lot of interest, William.
Yeah, was it over 100 views now, isn't it? So that's really good to see.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And it was just there to raise awareness of what the next talk will be.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we're doing here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
let's all the carers. Sorry.
Go on. Let's just have a read.
Go for it, Angela.
Sorry, I was just going to say that all the carers that came on the October session enjoyed it that much that they all want to come and join you on the next one. So that's, you know, that's good in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. So William hasn't scared people off completely then.
Not quite.
with my loud bad guitar playing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
No guitar this time.
When's the talk happening? One last time. What day and what time?
It's 18th of February, which is a Thursday afternoon, and I think it starts. Oh, I'm not absolutely sure. Is it 1:30 for 2?
1:30 for 2.
Yeah, that's it. So brilliant. So people will just sign up, and then we'll get, as I say, we'll introduce them into the Zoom room as and when we're set up. But it was, and it's a really nice session, isn't it? And we've got, you might have noticed from the newsletter that we sent you, there's lots and lots of focus on well-being this time, more than even practical stuff, really, because you know people have been really struggling. And so this is an extension of that because it's something that's a little bit different again. So yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
Well-being is important. It really is, and absolutely. I think that has to be that is sometimes can often be overlooked, and your own well-being is really important. I think, especially as a carer, you know, you can put yourself out too much, you know. Yeah.
It's been a very long year for so many people, a very long 12 months, and any light respite, you know, from it all, just spending an hour with us is well worth it, and I think people will enjoy it, definitely.
Yeah, well, one little exclusive this film offers is the opportunity to see the wild man without his hat on. I actually do have hair.
And your beard is definitely getting longer, Stuart. I think it's.
Yeah,
I know.
I was just going to say that.
I left my razor at home, so it's by the time I get back to Oxford, I'm going to be like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that's definitely changed since October. We've all got longer hair. I haven't got a beard, not quite, but yeah,
No.
getting there.
I was going to touch again about what Stuart said earlier about we're from the same area, but we're both in our 40s. But we're, you know, I'm clean shaven, short haircut, you know, and Stuart's very the opposite of that, right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
we'll leave it there. So
lovely.
just recap that time and date. It's the 18th of February, 1:30 starting at 2:00.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you then.
Yeah. Take care. Thanks very much.
Yeah. Take care.
Bye for now.
Bye.